It is a two-player turn-based board game wherein the players compete to obtain more stones than the other. The game unleashes the competitiveness of a person. Somehow, the Songka game seems to be a mind game. It is also known to improve the mathematical thinking and observation skills of an individual. So, are you excited to learn how to play Songka? Discuss first the history of Songka. Songka is an ancient Filipino game. Its history can be traced back on the 17th century. The game was first described by the Jesuit priest Father Jose Sanchez in his Dictionary of the Bisaya language in 1692 as Punggit. Father Jose Sanchez, who had arrived in the Philippines in 1643, wrote that the game was played with seashells on a wooden, boat-like board. The Akwalan people still call the game Punggit. Songka is the Philippine version of the Mancala game. Mancala is a family of board games played around the world. The term is derived from the Arabic word nakala, which means move. Nevertheless, it is a genuinely Philippine game despite its similarity to the Indonesian Kongka. It's interesting to note that Filipinos play this game wherever they may be, even Philippine migrants in Germany, Austria, America, Taiwan, Macau, and other countries bring this traditional game. Songka mechanics. The mechanics of the game is simple and easy. Before playing, one must have pebbles, marbles, or seashells, and the most important thing, the Songka board. To become a legit Songka player, you should be familiar with the mechanics of the game. So, we listed down below the Songka rules and mechanics. To begin a new game, you must place the board horizontally between the two players so that each player has 7 houses or holes in front of him, and the heads should be at the far ends to the left and right. Each player's head is the whole pit to his extreme left. Each player controls the 7 holes on his side of the board and owns the head to his right. The goal is to accumulate as many pieces in your own heads. Each player has 49 game pieces. It must be shells, marbles, pebbles, or seeds, and it is equally distributed to each of their holes, 7 pieces in every hole except the heads, which remain empty. She removes all pieces from the hole on the extreme left on his side. She then distributes them anti-clockwise, one in each hole to the right of that hole, omitting an opponent's head but not a player's own head. Falls into an occupied hole, then all the pieces are removed from that hole and are distributed in the same way in another round. This player's turn ends with when the last piece falls into an empty hole on the opponent's side. The piece distributed falls into a player's own head. Then the player earns another turn, which can begin at any of the 7 holes on his side. If the last piece distributed falls into an empty hole on her side, then the player captures all the pieces in the hole directly across from this one and the opponent's side and put them in his own head. If the opposing hole is empty, no pieces are captured. Chooses which hole she wishes to start from, removes the pieces and distributes them one in each hole to the right of that chosen hole. If a player has no pieces on his side of the board when it is his turn, then he must pass. The game ends when no pieces are left in any hole on both sides of the board. Then players now count the number of pieces in their own head and see who has won.